Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Nisi here and I'm back with another video, and today welcome to a new video where I'll be doing a get ready with me. So you'll be seeing me install these braids and I'm gonna chop it up and talk about the 2024 Olympics in Paris. If you want to hear what I've got to say and my thoughts on it, just keep on watching. Let's go. Hey guys, so this is how it's looking. So I'm gonna start with this side first and give you a quick swivel. There's the hair there. So the plan is to do the top half in I think B1 and then maybe a blonde or a lighter brown at the back. But anyway, let's get into the conversation and let's get into the Olympics. Okay, first of all, I hated that it was in Paris. I've not heard like any good things from the food to where they want the athletes to stay. And even people that are supporting them, like let's say Serena Williams, the way she's been treated. Listen, even people that I know in real life that go to France and go to Paris, I feel like there's only one person that I know that's had a good time. But from white people, even like white Manchester people, Mancunians, I've gone there, they're like, shit, excuse my French. They're like, no. They're just like, it's overhyped. Literally, the only good thing is the Eiffel Tower. Obviously, if you're into art and stuff, I guess, you know what I mean, you'll enjoy it more, and obviously fashion. But they just said overall, and as the people are, like if you come to Manchester, it's quite friendly, da-da-da-da-da. They're just like the French, no.
Paris 2024 have been complaining about the food options. Here's why. One athlete told AFP the only issue about living in the village is the food shortages. And when another was asked if anything was missing, he boldly stated meat. According to the Washington Post, the vegetarian-heavy menu was set to minimize the carbon footprint of the games. But the athletes who wanted to eat meat were left disappointed. Representatives from Team Great Britain claimed the food was not adequate and brought their own chefs to support the athletes who didn't want to eat in the Olympic Village. Following the complaints, Paris 2024 authorities are said to have increased the supply of food to match the demand. A reinforcement in animal proteins with 700 kilos of eggs and a ton of meat made its way into the kitchen earlier this week.
Well, let's get into the good news and then we'll deep dive into the bad news. So let's start off with gymnastics, my fave. Shout out to the teams, and I'm so happy with Simone as usual. Shout out to Simone Biles. But yeah, I'm a big fan of gymnastics. I actually wish I did gymnastics as a kid, but didn't. But I'm gonna put my daughter into it. That's what I mean. I'm really a big fan of gymnastics. But yeah, shout out to the USA for winning gold, and shout out to Brazil. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of them. I'm just like so proud of the USA team as usual. They've come in strong, and Simone's got gold, and obviously she's the most decorated gymnast of all time now. So super happy about that. Big congrats. I'm not happy that people are going in on her hair as usual, and in it ironic that I'm doing my hair, but will you guys let that girl win and compete in peace? I have to slide in a skit that I've seen because yo, it's so true.
Crazy over there.
Oh my God, Simone Biles.
Where? Oh, the goat. Yeah. Oh my God.
What's the problem?
The hair, bro. Oh my God. I gotta mention it. I gotta
You really
mention
don't.
it.
You really don't.
Simone.
Huh?
Simone, the hair. What's going on with
I can't hear you. What are you saying?
your hair, bro? What's going? What? Simone. Your hair. Hair. Oh, sorry. It gets caught in there sometimes. Your hair, right?
You're gonna have to speak up, hun. Can't hear you.
You know? On the goat. Do a cartwheel. Just kidding. I know you can't. Did you tell her I couldn't do a cartwheel?
No.
Who told her I couldn't do a cartwheel?
Shout out to the girl that did that skit. She told no lies. But my thing is, why are people so pressed about her hair? Like, she really is too busy winning medals to, you know what I mean? But I will give, I like the hair of the girl that won for Brazil. I like the mini braids that she had. They were really nice. So to shut up the haters, even though Simone, she's semi-addressed them, but not fully, but just ignore them. But if you do want to do a hairstyle, forget the gel, forget weave and all these suggestions that people are trying to give. Just braid your hair, like mini braids, scoop it up. That's one of my favorite go-to. Like when I used to work, that was my go-to hairstyle instead of like messing around with wigs and different like natural hair and stuff. I used to just do it in mini braids, swoop it to the top. Bob's your uncle. Keep it moving. And it's bad enough that Simone had to deal with, you know, the normal haters and trolls, but then she had to deal with her ex-Olympian teammate chatting crap about the other girls on the team. I'm not going to mention that girl's name because she doesn't deserve, you know, the attention really, but I have to speak on it because it's happened. And I'm glad she got Donkey of the Day. If you want to know who I'm talking about, you can go and look at the Breakfast Club and see who got Donkey of the Day to do with the Olympics. And I'm so happy they gave her Donkey of the Day, because then she had, like, she tried to like backpedal and be like, no, I didn't mean it that way. It's like, bitch. But obviously, you know, Simone, as usual, she clapped back in the classiest way ever. Okay, so moving on to the next one. To talk about what's going on with Jordan Charles, I think you pronounce her surname. Charles. It's crazy. So the Romanian coaches are saying that, because obviously, basically, she won her bronze medal on the floor, but she took the place of a Romanian gymnast who was in the lead. But then she won it because the American coaches said, look at her routine again. And then, Paris was just a hot mess, like so many mishaps, crazy. But now the Romanians are protesting and saying that, not the Romanian people, but the Romanian coaches of the gymnasts are protesting, saying, no, they handed it in too late, so now they might revoke her bronze medal. And let me just put on the screen the pictures of her face. She had that proper, like, you know, that ugly cry face, because she just couldn't believe she won. And now to find out that it might get taken off her, not even taken, revoked, it's heartbreaking. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because the team went in. And I love how it's got like a variety of people of color. Like there's a white person in there, there's a black person, there's an Asian girl in there. I love it. Like, I'm here for it. And Jordan's biracial. I think she's like half Hispanic and half black. So I just love like all the colors that are in the gymnast team. Okay, so let's shuffle up the women's 100 meter. So where was Jamaica? Like, first of all, I feel like America, as a joke, has taken some, like, if you've watched Supercell on Netflix, some sort of like drug. Like, obviously with Supercell, it was people that was affected or had someone affected with sickle cell, but I don't know, like America, I've never seen America in nearly every sport play so good. It was great. I just feel like they didn't come to mess around this year, like. And isn't it ironic that in the next 4 years, or whenever the Olympics next is, it's going to be in America? But yeah, they did not come to play America. So people that usually would win, like Jamaica, didn't get a look in this time. So let's start with our star girl, Shelly Ann Fraser. They treated her bad, man. They treated her bad. And Shikari, but most of all, they treated Shelly bad. And the one thing about us Jamaicans, we ain't going to be treated like no idiots. So a lot of the Olympians weren't staying on campus because, again, Paris just wasn't rolling out the red carpet. Like, the condition they wanted them to stay in was shocking. So obviously people were booking their own hotels, which is way away from where the Olympics is happening. So when Shelley's come one time now, they've told her, oh, you can't enter this way, you have to enter that way. And the way they want her to enter is like far away. And then by the time she gets there, she's obviously gonna miss when it's time for her to run. So just bear back and forth. And she's like, you know what, let me go home, because this is what I mean. You're not gonna take me for some dickhead. Like, I'll just go home. So that's what she did, which is really sad. And I do feel like if she was there, things would have turned out different. But shout out to St. Kitts. They got their first gold medal. So shout out to Julian Alfred. I was going to check, I think that's her name. Beautiful, beautiful woman. And really fast, man. Obviously, the thing is, yeah, when you win from, like, if you win from one country in Africa, you've won for, like, the whole continent. When you've won from one island in the Caribbean, you've won for all of them. So I love that Jamaicans were bigging her up and, you know, celebrating for St. Kitts, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, shout out to them. I love it. Shikari, I thought she was gonna win. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked. I thought she was gonna win. She's another one like Noah. Obviously, a lot of people don't like her or can't stand her because she's, she's dead bossy. But again, I really love her. I'm a big fan of Shikari. You know what I love? I just love someone that's different and who's the underdog. Like, she's not your typical like how she looks as a Olympian. So obviously, she's got the Hey guys, I have to do a quick voiceover because the battery died on the mic. I can't stand these mics. But yeah, I love Shikari. She's just different, from the nails to the tattoos to the piercings to the crazy color wigs and dragging it off. Like, I love it. But yeah, she's just different. But I love how far she's come along a long way. So next, I'm going to talk about Noah Lyons and, the whole controversy with him winning over Jamaica. I truly believe Jamaica won. And even if it wasn't Jamaica, it definitely should have went to the other guy that was running for America. A lot of people can't stand Noah, but I actually like him. He makes me laugh. But yeah, I'm going to get back into it. He came down with COVID because he didn't win the 200-meter race, which was obviously shocking because he just won the 100-meter race. Now, sir, how long have you had COVID? Because obviously he won the 100 meters, and then, you know what I mean, he did the relay, and then he did the 200 meters, but he's like jumping with people, congratulating them, hugging them, and it's just like, bro, you're spreading your COVID, or like, stop. But yeah, I found that was quite funny. But I do like him, but I know a lot of people are not feeling him. But listen, leave him. And you know what I love the most out of everything? So obviously he's American. So America and Jamaica have got this rivalry, especially when it comes to the Olympics. But then his girlfriend is Jamaican and she's actually Olympian as well. So I love that. But yeah, he's a funny guy. I love him though. He makes me laugh. Okay. So this is how it's looking. And let's talk about the men's 200 meter. So can you imagine? I've recorded this already, but I might be acting up once again. So for the 200 meter, shout out to Botswana. They won first time. So I'm gonna insert this clip of Noah coming out for this race, acting a damn fool.
Appear to be all show. Blink and you miss them. But if you do reach the top, there has to be something behind the facade.
So for him to do all that jumping and dancing around, for him to come out and be like, I got COVID. And it's like, bro. And this is why I truly believe he didn't really win the 100 meter. Because if you can win the 100 meter, which is just straight, you can win the 200. Like, come on. Like, when Bolt did it, he won both. So, you know what I mean? Why don't you win both, Noah? But yeah, I just love taking the mick out of me. He makes me laugh. But yeah, like I said, shout out to Botswana, first time winners. And I love his story. So his surname is not Tobago. It's very similar to like Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, sorry about my pronunciation, but yeah, he won. And his mom died a few months before the Olympics. So she's definitely with him in spirit. And he's just so humble. Again, he's the humble type. Like,
gold medalist. The first ever medal in the 200 meters for Botswana. The fifth fastest Olympic time ever. The fifth fastest all time with a time of 19.46. Letsile Tobago.
Letsile, how proud of you do you think your mother would be right now?
I believe she could be one of the happiest people on the planet because she believed in me and I had so much doubt for myself.
Is that something you aspire to, world records and being the face of track and field in the future?
His name is Kebonyi Mudisados Musimanyane, and I think for me I can't be the face of athletics because I'm not an arrogant or a loud person like Noah. So I believe Noah is the face of athletics.
and you know what I loved? I loved how everyone was, bigging him up there for him, but especially the boys that were running, or the men that were running from Zimbabwe. This is what I'm saying. When you win from Africa, you win for the whole continent. When you win for the Caribbean, You win for the whole Caribbean, not just your island. You get. So I love that. And shout out to Botswana, the guys, because they won. They came second in the relay, the men's relay. So America got gold, they got silver, and GB got bronze. So big up them. First time, you know, putting the country on the map. I'm not gonna lie, before this I didn't know where Botswana was. And even like when my sister, when she saw the flag when he won, she was like, what flag is this? So big up them. Shout out, shout out, shout out. And yeah, man, because they're like the underdog. No one really checks for that country, not just their country, but you know, like third world countries. No one really checks for them, and they don't have the resources and the gyms like the Americans and GB and all these like European countries do. So when they win, they're not just winning for them, like they're winning for all the ones, you know what I mean, the country that people look down on. And that's why I love the fact that Brazil won as well, especially the fact that she got gold for the floor. Like, it's not easy. So yeah, man. But at the same time, because of the rhythm, I feel like Brazil should win for the floor and gymnastics, because you know they've got the hips, like the whining, like they've got the rhythm. So I'm so happy she won. Sorry. I swear, like never before has the Olympics got me so emotional. Like just hearing like people's like backstories, because there was a lot of people that have won for the first time for their country or their island, like, you know, and then when you hear the story, I was emotional. Like that woman that won for St. Kitts, oh my gosh, like Julian, I was crying. I was just like, you think I would have won if she was my sister? I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was so happy for her. And Rebecca for Brazil with the gymnastics, I was so happy for her, and especially when like Simone and Jordan like bowed down. So I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And from Botswana, the guys, I had to shed a tear for them because I was just so happy for them. I was like, oh my gosh, like look at this. And there were so many people that like rang the bell, and that's when you've taken it from another country. Like, oh my god, so many people are ringing the bell this year. I love it. Like, I was here for it. But yeah, let's move on to the basketball. Obviously, if I start with the men's, obviously USA had to take it. They had to bring it back home. Come on, don't be silly. But I'm upset because the way the French police was treating Steph Curry's family. There was a video going around like they were moving mad with his wife, and it just goes to show that they don't know like black celebrities, or even not even about knowing them, they don't rate black celebrities. Like, you might not know Steph Curry if you're not like into basketball. Like Serena Williams, she got treated bad at a restaurant, her and her family. And we all like, everyone knows Serena because tennis is just one of those like sports. Everyone knows who Serena is. Come on, that she's the only black woman that's dominated that. Obviously, the Williams sisters, her and her sister. So you can't tell me you don't know who she is. But it just shows that racism is alive and kicking. Like, they just don't care. So yeah, they pulled up on Steph Curry's wife, and he had to jump in. And it's just like, imagine the police, like, you know, when they're trying to detain you, imagine they hurt him, and it's like, you know, this man is an athlete, like he's a star player for the USA basketball team. Like, oof. It's not always about suing, because I was just like, mate, the sue that the police would get, but I don't know, man. Like, But yeah, I'm so happy that he beat France. I kind of was rooting for the French basketball team, but after finding that out, I was like, USA, bring that home, man. Stop playing, bring it home. And they had to do it for Kobe, because I was reading something to do with the numbers and the year it is this year. It's something to do with Kobe, and when I seen that, I was like, oh no, they definitely have to bring it home. So shout out to everyone, but an extra shout out to Steph Curry, because his family, you know what I mean, had to go through some BS. But he did, for like the last, I don't know, like 10 minutes, he was just shooting like there was no tomorrow. Like, he understood the assignment and he brought it home. And I love the fact that it was him and like not LeBron or Durant, because he had to show them like, yo, you know what I mean? You came from a family, and now I'm gonna take this medal from you guys and shove it in their faces. Like, yes, USA won. And I know the celebrations must have been crazy. Like, how's France not gonna win and they're playing in your city, in your town? You know what I mean? But when you don't win, when they, you know what I mean? When you meant to be playing not just for your country and not for yourself, but come on, like the Olympics is in France. How are you not gonna win? But yeah. Shout out to men's USA team. And for the women's, yeah, they won too. I thought maybe the French might. No. The thing when it comes to basketball, USA lives, breathes, eats, sleeps basketball. Like, that's them. For the UK, it's football, even though we've not brought it home in years. But we did get second place. Who won us 4 years ago? France won us. Did Spain win us this time? I can't remember, but yeah, even though it's not coming home, England, that's our thing. Like, there's loads of football stadiums. Well, in Manchester, there's 2 major football stadiums. We've got City, United. Shout out to United. But yeah, that's us. So that's America. I feel like every country's got their thing. And obviously, we've got Wimbledon, but nothing beats football. Like, football is definitely a UK thing. So obviously, America was obviously going to win because basketball's their thing. So shout out to the women's basketball too. Shout out to everyone that won and then obviously that took part in the Olympics. Guys, so that's it for this video. Please like, comment and subscribe and share and stay safe. And until next time, bye.